All that is currently known about the universe and its origin turns out to be wrong. This is part 1 of the Theory of Everything, where proof against the Big Bang Theory or expanding universe is discussed. The only requirement for understanding the following material is the ability to measure the size of objects. Without initially going into details of the underlying theories, the new model in Big Bang Theory can be tested by measuring the size of clusters. A cluster is a group of galaxies usually embedded with large amounts of hot X-ray emitting gas. By measuring what is known as the redshift of these clusters, the distance and size of each can be determined. Clusters, however, are not all the same. The larger varieties have diameters ranging from 5 to 20 million light-years. The average diameter is 10.6 million light-years. This expected range can be plugged into both models, providing a plot of apparent size versus distance from Earth. The blue lines are from the modified Big Bang Theory. The red lines are from the new model, which is part of the Theory of Everything. After adding 148 clusters as measured by how large they appear from Earth, the Big Bang Theory is up to 15,000% off. The new model is, however, in agreement with the apparent size of these objects. The previous disagreement with the Big Bang Theory is commonly blamed on large amounts of mergers. This is not actually observed. To rule out any change in the actual size of clusters, distant blue galaxies can be compared to local ones. It is known that the properties of these galaxies do not drastically change with distance. For example, brightness and color are nearly equivalent between the local and distant blue galaxies. Instead of seeing how large each galaxy appears from Earth, the actual sizes of local ones are plotted. The horizontal axis shows how bright each galaxy is in the blue band. The vertical axis provides their actual size. The distant galaxies can be plotted relative to the Big Bang Theory. Due to the way these galaxies are selected in surveys, the blue data points to the right are more distant. After plotting predictions from the new model in red, the distant galaxies are in agreement with local ones. The Big Bang Theory is off by upwards of 300% relative to the size of distant blue galaxies. Since the redshift of these galaxies is also known, it is possible to compare them to the apparent size of clusters. With the curvature of the universe confirmed up to 0.7 Z, an expanding universe can be conclusively ruled out. The Big Bang Theory states that the universe began from an initial singularity, which further expanded into the current universe. The redshift of distant galaxies and clusters therefore arise from relative motion. The new model instead states that the inferred expansion is an illusion, due to being in an asymptotically flat universe. These are only technical words for saying that the universe is localized, similar to the solar system or a galaxy. The correct model requires for the bending of light due to gravity to be understood. The red line represents a ray of light initially on a straight path. As it enters the gravitational field, the path begins to deflect towards the center. The universe only provides a larger example of this. If an observer on Earth were looking towards the shortest path to the center of the universe, the path would move in a straight line. If the observer went to a different location and looked toward the sky, the light reaching them would instead curve through space. The deflection of light within the universe therefore provides the illusion of nearly spherical accelerated expansion. The relative motion of distant galaxies and resulting redshift arises from gravity alone. The cosmic background radiation or black body spectrum of the central core is also observed in all directions of space. The resulting dipole moment is due to the solar system's relative motion. The next video will discuss details of an always existing universe, the cosmic background radiation, and additional evidence against the Big Bang Theory.